This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hello everyone, this is FYI. I'm Ken Kara and thank you for joining us. Let's get right to our headlines from News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Can URS be saved? State Representative Tara Tues has written a letter to Governor Tom Corbett requesting emergency funding to keep the doors open. URS is a nonprofit agency that helps people with disabilities. Clients are employed with contracted work right on site. Coming up, we will talk with someone who works at URS. A lack of funding and firefighters could lead to a merger for 3 area volunteer fire departments. McAdoo Fire Chief Bob Leschko has confirmed that talks are underway concerning a possible merger of the McAdoo, Keystone, and Tresco fire companies. The process could take 2 years to complete. A fundraiser to benefit the merger is planned for the end of May. And a Butler Township man is headed to court and a jury will decide whether or not he broke the law. 49-year-old Donald Walton is charged with intentionally or knowingly returning a firearm to a defendant. The misdemeanor charge was filed more than a year after the deaths of Donald Walton's brother and sister-in-law, John and Stacy Walton. The couple was found shot to death in their Butler Township home in December of 2012. Donald Walton's gun was used in that murder-suicide. Remember, for breaking news, head to standardspeaker.com or facebook.com/FYI News 13 or twitter.com/FYI News 13. The Standard Speaker's managing editor is our first newsmaker today. Here's Lisa Sugart with Mark Ketcher.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Well, every week, twice a week, we will be welcoming our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, to our studios to take part in our newsmaker segments, and I'm proud to welcome Mark Ketcher, the managing editor of the Hazleton Standard Speaker, for our very first discussion and talk. Thanks for being here, Mark.
I'm glad to be here. It's my pleasure. I'm looking forward to the partnership with SSPTV and forging a relationship going forward. Looking forward to being on the show twice a week to talk about what we have going on in the news, in our newsroom, your newsroom, and in the Hazleton area.
Well, it is a pleasure of ours to be associated with such a wonderful group of people, such a talented group of writers, and a well-respected newspaper in the area. And I think that it will be of value to our viewers to not only get to read what you all write, but they'll actually get to hear and what you have to say about some of the stories that you actually cover on a regular basis. So that'll be an interesting aspect, I believe,
Sure.
added to all of this.
Sure. Hope to give a little bit of maybe behind the scenes on how we come to report the news on a daily basis. We could talk about stories that we're pursuing today, through the week, even for the weekend, things to look forward to, and we'll take it from there and see how it goes. I think it will be a nice feature, though.
People take for granted that they pick up that paper every morning and they look at it and, oh, look what's in the newspaper, but they don't realize all the work that went on behind the scenes, how much you have to do,
Sure.
and the scheduling that takes place, and the meetings and the writings and that to
Sure.
determine that final product.
Sure. If you look at the paper on a daily basis, you see 32, 36, sometimes 40 pages of information, and there's really a lot that goes into that. Some of it comes from the community. A lot of it comes from the community. We rely on the community to give us the news that we then put in a workable form and then turn back to the public for consumption. But it takes a lot from our reporters as well to gather information, to put it together, make sure it's accurate, make sure it meets the standards before it goes out to print.
And we are grateful to have you as our partner in relationship with the headlines that we will be bringing everybody each day here on FYI, made possible by the talented crew at the Hazleton Standard Speaker and the cooperative effort that will be taking part. So we look forward to talking with you about some of the hot button issues that will be coming up. And we were talking before we went on the air here, the United Rehabilitation Services, of course, one of the hot topics going on right now. So
Sure.
Stories like that will be making an impact in the entire community, and we'd like to touch base on what impact that does have.
There's a great concern from certain members of the community about the potential closing of URS. Of course, it's been a staple in our area for quite some time, and a lot of people rely on those services. I know we had a story today that the Tues Hill is stepping in and asking for some government assistance for the agency to hopefully keep it going at least until June, maybe when the budget turns over and maybe some more money is available. We've also received letters to the editor from the public, people concerned about the agency asking for people to work harder if possible to make it happen, to keep it open. So you'll be seeing those in the newspaper over the next few days.
All right, well, we want to encourage people to go to the Hazleton Standard Speaker website and also check out our website and the Facebook pages. And you're constantly giving updates of breaking news on your website, in Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. You're constantly giving people the information they need. So they need to turn to the Standard Speaker and to FYI for all the information they need.
Sure.
Mark, we thank you for coming in and doing this introductory piece. We look forward to talking with you again on Thursday.
Okay.
So that you'll be back and we'll get the ball rolling on some of the stories that are developing in the Hazleton area.
Sure, looking forward to it.
Mark Hatcher, the managing editor for the Hazleton Standard Speaker. For FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Mark and his team are hard at work for Tuesday's edition of the Standard Speaker. Make sure you pick that up to find all of your local headlines. And then, of course, join us later in the day right here on FYI. In today's From the Mayor's Desk, West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt says street sweeping will begin in about 2 weeks. The mayor said that residents also doing cleanup are invited to sweep up debris into a pile. Do not put it into a container, and the streets department will remove it. The mayor will join us on a later edition of FYI. It's Twitter Tuesday on FYI hashtag. Find out on Twitter, find us on Twitter, and then follow us, and then retweet our contest promotion to win $20 and a free week at Core Fitness. I will pick a winner at random, and tomorrow we will announce that winner on FYI. Coming up on FYI, Lisa Sugart talks to someone who works at United Rehabilitation Services about the possibility of URS closing. And later, Janine goes in your community with one of the winners from Miss Greater Hazleton. We'll be right back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
This is the segment with it's my favorite name, Super Segment, here with Superintendent in the Hazleton Area School District, Dr. Antonelli. Today we have Marie Ernst with us, Assistant Principal at the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. Getting ready for next school year, if we could talk about enrollment for next year at the Hazleton Academy of Sciences, and there are possibly some changes to that, if you just hit on that.
Sure, Kenny, I'll be happy to. The Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences has been a tremendous initiative for the Hazleton Area School District. It's a STEM academy. Specialized curriculum in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And quite frankly, we have had an overwhelming number of applicants for next year's class. Currently, we house 9th through 11th grade. In September of 2014, we'll be bringing in a second freshman class, and we'll be housing 9 through 12. The building has a capacity of 500 students, which means that we can accept 125 students per class. This year, for the incoming freshman class, September 2014, currently this year we have approximately 330 applications for 125 spots. That is somewhat problematic. We do have admission criteria and admission standards to gain entrance into the school because it is a specialized school and the curriculum is quite rigorous. We will, of course, employ the admission criteria. But since, again, we only have 125 spots and 330 applicants approximately, we will be doing a random draw among the qualified applicants for the school, among those applicants that meet the admission criteria.
So that is exciting. I mean, lots of people maybe see what was happening down there once you come to the Hazleton Academy of Sciences. And Marie, what has been going on? Some exciting things you mentioned to me, some upcoming events that the students are getting ready to partake in.
Well, we've had a lot of guest visitors. Representative Tues was down recently. She talked about donating a kidney to her mother. We've had Senator Gordner down. Our recent guest was Dr. Lisa Batat. She's a world-renowned corneal transplant surgeon, and she talked about her work and how she removes the corneals from the donors and transplants them, and the students just loved her. They were so interested in her work. We have had a lot of guest speakers from medical areas, engineers, all kinds of things. Coming up in April, we have students taking some field trips, going to the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia for one, and we have students going to Nescopec State Park. They will be going on April 15th and 16th, and on the 15th, First Lady Corbett will be there with the students. They'll be doing water testing, soil samples, looking at some of the organisms that live in the park, the native species to the area, the invasive species, and doing a little bit of a watershed tour.
So there's a lot going on at the Hazleton Academy of Sciences, and I might enroll, so maybe I don't think I'd meet the criteria. So, but a lot of very, very exciting things going on there, and that is it for this week's Super Segment. And here's tonight's weather shot. It's my alma mater, the former Bishop Hafey High School, now owned by the Hazleton Area School District. And you can see some work being done on the site. What you don't see is snow. There was snow today. I saw it with my own two eyes. Let's take a look at News 13 weather from the National Weather Service for Greater Hazleton. Tonight, light snow is likely, low around 20. For your Wednesday, a chance of snow before 10 a.m. Then it will be mostly sunny near 27. Wednesday night will be mostly clear. The low will get down to 12. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 42. Thursday night, a slight chance of showers after 3 a.m. and the low will be around 34. For Friday, showers are likely after 9 a.m. The high will be near 53. Friday night, showers are likely again, low around 38. For Saturday, another chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Saturday night, a chance of rain and snow showers, and the low will be around 31.
FYI has already reported on the possible closing of United Rehabilitation Services in downtown Hazleton, a closing that could come as early as next month. Well, today we are pleased to welcome one of the people who works at URS, an assembly worker for that organization is Lee Kundro. Lee, thank you so much for being here. Why is URS so special to you? Why do you like it?
Well, the reason why I like URS, Lisa, is because number one, we do a lot of fun things. Like, for example, we go bowling. We used to go bowling almost like every 5 times a week. But now, because of our budget cut, we could only do it 3 times a month instead of 5 times a month.
And you're an assembly worker
Right.
at URS. So what do you assemble?
Paints. When I first started, we used to do everything. We used to do tops, baseball cards. We used to do books, cups. Well, right now, this morning I was putting warning stickers on Sergeant Art bottles. The bottles, about the 6-ounce bottles that the kids use for the schools.
Mm-hmm. They do art supplies for schools?
I did that all day this morning. I did at the end I did 255 bottles.
Wow. So there's a lot of work that goes on at URS.
Provided we renew the contracts.
And that's why you're here. You wanted to come out and ask the community to support URS. What can they do to help?
Well, for one thing, Lisa, we really need to fix all what I need from the community is I need the community to chip in for the
repairs?
For repairs, for money and for everything. We just need something. We just need more money to keep the doors open, because that place has been open for 50 years. I want them. The thing is, I don't want them to close because number one is that they'll be putting 110 clients out in the cold with no job.
Well, that's the bottom line. We don't want to see that happen. And Lee, we thank you for coming in here today to tell everybody how important it is. Hopefully the community will step up and help. I know Representative Tues is also making a plea to keep funding.
Tara Tues will join Sam Lassand for a special Sam Lassand show about URS that you can see on Friday here on SSP TV. All right, now let's check out today's midday winning lottery numbers. The Daily 625, the Big Four 7582, Quinto 74879, Treasure Hunt 1 4 10 20 27. FYI, we'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Tonight in sports, we have part 2 of our interview with Mickey Holland, who stepped down as Monoy area's head basketball coach this year after winning over 600 games. Mickey Holland helped decorate the Monoy area gym. Another banner will be added to honor this year's Schuylkill League and District 11 champion Golden Bears. What was the secret to all of his success?
I never felt I was the smartest coach in the world, but I got this from Jim Rhodes too. But I always wanted to say to myself, but I'm going to outwork anybody else. And as a result, we put a lot of time, especially through the off season and during the season, into doing what we did.
Holland's views on winning actually have more to do with losing.
Got this quite a bit from Jim and from Dave Linkhurst. We hate to lose. So as a result, you do your best not to, which means win, which means put the time and the effort and the dedication in, I think we all have been blessed with great kids that are willing to do that.
Monoy's high school basketball program has only had 5 coaches in 55 years. Each one, Holland says, was able to start off with a few good seasons, and that factored into his decision to retire.
I wanted to get out where my successor would have the opportunity to coach a good team, and I think for the next 3 years, we should be pretty solid.
Holland grew up a fan of Monoy basketball. He says that won't change. So the story goes right back where it started, in the stands. Head to facebook.com/news13FYI or FYI News 13 to hear Holland's thoughts on Monoy area and Shenandoah rivalry. That's it for sports tonight. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Welcome to FYI News 13. Our newsmaker today is very special. This is Emily Srirac. She is the first ever Miss Greater Hazleton teen. She just competed in the first ever Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program under the Miss America organization, and we're very pleased to have you with us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
For everyone watching at home, tell us what the Miss America organization is all about.
The Miss America organization is really about becoming confident and making new friends. It's also about scholarships, which is really great.
And you recently competed and you had to pick a platform.
Yes, and my platform was Theater and Youth Changing Lives. And this was mostly about how theater can improve a person's confidence, and we can change the community as long as we start with the youth.
When we look at this educational platform that you have, incidentally, the Miss America organization is the largest scholarship-based program in the United States. What are some of the areas that you had to compete in?
I had to compete in interview, which was in front of a panel of judges. I competed in fitness, which judged my muscle tone and my ability to compete fitness-wise. I had an onstage question and talent and evening wear.
Okay, and your platform, what was your platform?
My platform was Theater and Youth Changing Lives.
And how do you want to use your crown to support this community and make a difference this year?
Well, I plan to go to schools and talk about the scholarship organization and talk about my local theater to encourage kids to become more confident. And I'm going to stand in my community as a good role model for everyone.
Speaking as the executive director of this program and also on behalf of Sherry and all of the volunteers of the board, we're very pleased to have you on board with us. Next, we go to states. What are you looking to accomplish there?
I would love to be Miss Pennsylvania's outstanding team and change the entire state of Pennsylvania. So that would be my ultimate goal.
and we'll be hearing much more from Emily and the other 3 title holders on a special The Girls show with me and my mom. But you also made an appearance with my good friend Tiffany Cloud, and that's going to be airing, I believe, this coming week.
Yes, I appeared on The Storm with Tiffany Cloud.
All right, so please tune in and learn about the Miss America organization. Know the facts about that. It is scholarship based, and we are raising money here with your support. These local businesses coming out, supporting these young girls and helping their dreams become reality. Thank you so much, Emily. I wish you continued success.
Thank you.
And that's us here on FYI News 13.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Nesquepack State Park will be holding an education program on Saturday, April 5th called The Art of Fish Prints. A variety of free activities will be held from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Participants must provide their own bait and must have a mentored youth fishing permit and be accompanied by a licensed adult. For more information, please check out www.gonefishingpa.com. And finally, the Tamaqua Area Chamber of Commerce is seeking nominations for the 51st Annual Joseph M. Plasko Citizenship Award. The award is open to all residents of the Tamaqua Area School District 18 years or older for volunteer work done to improve the area. For more information, please give them a call, 570-668-1880. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Donna Mae Mahalik of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 8:45 a.m. from the John J. Pustay Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7:30 to 8:45 a.m. Nancy J. Hysock of Shenandoah. The Louis D. Truskowski Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Suzanne C. Gates of Whitehaven. Mass is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. from the St. Patrick's Church. Friends may call from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at the church. Judith L. Landis of Sugarloaf. Funeral is Friday at 11 a.m. from the Black Creek United Methodist Church. Friends may call Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home. Linda J. Kroll of Hazleton. Arrangements were under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Earl D. Trivelpiece of Berwick. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. from the McMichael, Rarick, and Baker Funeral Home. Friends may call from 10 to 11 a.m. And Nancy A. DeMatt of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. in the Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church. There will be no public viewing. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Palm Cross is now on sale for April 13th. Call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is John Valsecchi of Cunningham. John, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Tomorrow on FYI, interview Henry VIII. You heard me. As the Hazleton Area High School gets ready for Night at the Museum, and Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman shares his views on local sports. That's it for tonight on FYI. This is your town. This is your show. We'll see you tomorrow.